Runaway bride jumps into a taxi, not knowing the driver is a lonely tycoon. Season 2. Before we continue into Season 2, let's rewind for a moment. In Season 1, Lily Monroe ran out of her Atlanta wedding and jumped into a taxi, not knowing the quiet driver, Marcus, was actually the billionaire CEO of KingTech. What started as a desperate escape turned into warmth, late-night diner talks, a safe motel room, and a stranger who felt like peace. Lily finally called her mother, took her first breath of freedom, and began choosing herself for the first time. But everything shifted when Lily saw Marcus's face on a billboard and realized he had been hiding the truth. Now the questions are bigger, the feelings are deeper, and the next chapter begins. This is Mr. Hope. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Season 2. Lily watched him, stunned. "You're just leaving?" she demanded. Marcus paused by the driver's door. He looked back at her, eyes steady. "You asked for space," he said. "I'm respecting that." Lily's chest rose fast. Anger, confusion, and something softer tangled together. "Marcus." He waited. Lily opened her mouth, but the words she wanted to say didn't come. Because the truth was, she did want space, but she also didn't want to feel abandoned. That contradiction made her head hurt. Marcus nodded once, like he understood without her explaining. Then he got into the taxi and started the engine. Lily stood there, holding her wedding dress bag, feeling like she'd just shut a door she wasn't sure she wanted closed. The taxi pulled away from the curb and merged into traffic. Lily watched it disappear, and the moment it did, the world came rushing back. Her phone was gone, her family would be panicking, James would be furious, social media would already be dragging her name through the dirt. Lily's knees felt weak. She looked down at the business card in her palm, because at some point, without realizing it, she had taken it. It was plain and white, just a name, a number, and a simple title. Marcus King, CEO. KingTech. Lily's stomach flipped. She shoved it into her pocket like it burned. Then she lifted her chin, forcing herself to stand tall. If she didn't want to be controlled anymore, she had to stop running in circles. So Lily did the one thing she'd avoided all day. She called her sister. When her sister answered, her voice frantic, Lily's tears came again, but quieter this time. "Where are you?" her sister cried. "Daddy is losing his mind. James is telling people you—" "I'm alive," Lily cut in, voice shaking but firm. "I'm safe, and listen to me." Lily took a breath. "I'm not going back." And even though her heart was breaking, she knew that sentence was the first real boundary she'd ever drawn. The door she'd closed behind her wasn't just Marcus. It was the old Lily too. Lily's sister, Tasha, didn't ask 100 questions on the phone the way Lily expected. She asked one. "Are you safe? Or are you saying you're safe?" Lily pressed her forehead to the wall of a quiet bus stop, wedding dress bag on the ground beside her, sunlight glaring off the street. "I'm safe," she whispered. "I swear." Tasha exhaled hard. "Okay, where you at?" Lily gave the nearest cross street, and within 20 minutes, Tasha pulled up in her beat-up grey sedan. She didn't even park properly. She jumped out, ran around the car, and grabbed Lily by the shoulders like she needed to confirm she was real. "Girl, what did you do?" Tasha hissed, scanning Lily's face. Lily's throat tightened. "I didn't marry him." Tasha blinked, then let out a slow breath like she'd been holding it since yesterday. "Good." That one word almost made Lily collapse. "Good?" Lily repeated, shocked. Tasha's eyes flashed. "Yes, good. Because I watched you dying in slow motion for months, and everybody kept calling it preparing for marriage." Lily swallowed hard. "Daddy thinks I ruined everything." Mom cried all night," Tasha cut in, voice cracking. "But not because you ran, because she knows you only went up that aisle to save us." Lily's heart twisted. Tasha grabbed Lily's bag and tossed it into the back seat. "Get in before somebody recognizes you." Lily slid into the passenger seat, hands clenched in her lap. As they drove, Lily stared out the window, watching Atlanta move like nothing had happened. But for Lily, everything had changed. Tasha glanced at her. "So where's your phone?" "Gone," Lily admitted. "I don't even know where it is." Tasha shook her head, muttering under her breath. Then her eyes narrowed. "And who drove you around all night? Who got you that motel?" Lily's stomach tightened. She didn't want to say his name, didn't want to hear it out loud and make it heavier, but Tasha was her sister. She could tell when Lily was hiding something. "Lily," Tasha warned. Lily exhaled. "A taxi driver." Tasha scoffed. "A taxi driver?" Lily hesitated. "He was, kind." Tasha stared at the road. "Kind is good, but kind don't usually pay for motels for runaway brides." Lily swallowed, face heating. "I didn't ask him to," she said quickly. "He just did." Tasha's eyes cut toward her. "What's his name?" Lily's fingers curled around the edge of the seat. She felt the business card in her pocket, like a secret that wanted to jump out. "Marcus," she admitted. Tasha raised an eyebrow. "Marcus who?" Lily didn't answer. Tasha's grip tightened on the wheel. "Lily." Lily closed her eyes. "Marcus King." The car swerved slightly. Tasha slammed the brakes at a red light and turned fully toward Lily, like she'd lost her mind. "Marcus King," she repeated, loud. "The Marcus King, KingTech Marcus King." Lily flinched. "Lower your voice." Tasha's mouth fell open. Then she laughed, one short, disbelieving burst. "You're telling me you ran out your wedding and landed in the back seat of a whole billionaire?" Lily's cheeks burned. "I didn't know." Tasha stared at her, then looked back to the road, shaking her head. "Girl, you are either blessed or cursed. There is no in-between." Lily's stomach churned. "He didn't tell me. I found out from a billboard." Tasha let out a long breath. "And what did you do?" Lily's voice went small. "I told him I needed space." Tasha snorted softly. "Of course you did." Lily turned to her, hurt flashing. "Why are you acting like I'm wrong?" Tasha's expression softened, just a little. "Because you're not wrong for wanting space. You're wrong for thinking pride will pay your bills." Lily stiffened. "I don't want his money." Tasha nodded. "And that's noble. But noble doesn't keep Mom's lights on. Noble doesn't pay for chemo." The words hit Lily in the chest. She looked down, eyes stinging. "So what do I do? Run back to James?" Tasha's voice turned sharp. "Never. Not him." Then she softened again. "But Lily, you need to stop acting like accepting help makes you weak. Sometimes help is just help." Lily stared out the window as they pulled away from the light, because deep down she knew what Tasha was saying was true. But her fear wasn't really about the money. It was about the pattern. Every time a man helped, there was always a price, and Lily didn't know if she could survive paying another one. Then Tasha's phone buzzed on the console. She glanced down, frowned, and answered. "Hello?" A pause. Tasha's eyes widened. She looked at Lily slowly, like she was about to drop a bomb. "It's him," she mouthed. Lily's heart stopped. Tasha held the phone out. "Marcus King," she whispered. "He says he needs to talk to you." Lily stared at the phone like it was a live wire. Her stomach flipped, heat rushing up her neck. Marcus had her sister's number. How? Why? And why now, after she told him she wanted space? Tasha held the phone out, eyes wide, silently asking Lily if this was real life. Lily didn't move. "Answer it," Tasha whispered, "or I will, and you know I don't have manners when I'm confused." That almost made Lily laugh. Almost. Lily took the phone with shaking fingers and put it to her ear. Hello? Her voice came out smaller than she wanted. A pause, then Marcus's voice, low, calm, the same steady tone that had held her together when the world was falling apart. Lily. Her chest tightened. You called my sister, Lily said, trying to sound angry but failing. How did you even get her number? I asked around, Marcus admitted. I didn't want to call your family directly and cause more panic. Your sister's number was on an emergency contact list attached to your old apartment lease. I had someone verify it. Lily blinked, stunned by how methodical he sounded, like this was business, like he was used to solving problems with systems and quiet power. Tasha's eyes narrowed, obviously hearing half the conversation. Lily turned slightly away. Marcus, Lily whispered, I told you I needed space. I heard you, he replied. This isn't about pushing into your space. Lily swallowed. Then what is it about? Marcus exhaled slowly, like he was choosing every word with care. It's about James. The name snapped Lily's nerves tight. What about him? She asked, voice sharpening. He's been looking for you, Marcus said calmly, and he's not being subtle. Lily's throat went dry. Tasha leaned closer. What's he saying? She mouthed. Lily lifted a hand, signaling Tasha to wait. Marcus continued. I have security footage from the church parking lot. He left and made calls immediately. Then he sent 2 men to a few locations tied to you. Your job, your apartment, your mother's house. Lily's heart slammed. My mum's house, she choked out. Yes, Marcus said, voice firm. They didn't get inside, but they were there. That's why I'm calling. Lily's breath came shallow. She could almost see it. James's anger dressed up as concern, his control reaching like hands. Tasha cursed under her breath, catching enough to understand. Lily's voice trembled. So what now? Marcus's answer came quickly, sure. Your sister should take you somewhere he won't think to look. Not your mother's, not your apartment. Somewhere quiet. Lily's pride flared automatically. And what? You want me to hide like I did something wrong? No, Marcus said gently. I want you to be safe until you can make decisions without fear breathing down your neck. Lily closed her eyes. She hated that his calm made sense. She hated that she needed it. Tasha whispered, Tell him where we're going. Lily shook her head, covering the phone. No. Tasha stared at her. Lily, this is bigger than ego. Lily uncovered the phone. Marcus, I'm fine. I'm with my sister. I know, Marcus said. That's why I called, because the next thing James does will be to embarrass you publicly. Lily stiffened. What do you mean? Marcus's voice lowered, heavier now. He's already speaking to people, saying you're unstable, saying you disappeared because you're confused. He's shaping the story. Lily's stomach turned. Of course he is, she whispered. Marcus continued. If you let him control the narrative, he'll control everything else. Your job will hear it. Your family will hear it. Your mother will hear it. Lily's fingers clenched around the phone. Tasha leaned in, jaw tight. He's threatening to ruin you. Lily nodded, throat tight. Marcus spoke again, and his voice wasn't cold, but it carried steel. I can stop him. Lily froze. You can't just... She started, then stopped, because Marcus could. People like him had power that didn't look loud. It looked like quiet phone calls and signed papers and doors closing on people who thought they were untouchable. But Lily didn't want to owe him. Not again. I don't want you fighting my battles, Lily said, voice shaking. I don't want to be someone's project. You're not my project, Marcus replied, immediate. You're a person I care about. That sentence hit her like a punch. She swallowed hard. Why? Marcus paused, and when he finally answered, his voice was softer than before. Because when you got in my car last night, You didn't ask me who I was. You didn't ask what I could give you. You just asked me to go." Lily's eyes burned. "And I realized," Marcus added quietly, "I haven't met many people who choose freedom over money when they're desperate." Silence filled Lily's ear. Outside the window, Atlanta kept moving. Inside Lily's chest, something shifted. Tasha whispered urgently, "Lily, ask him what he wants." Lily's lips parted. "Marcus, what do you want from me?" Marcus's answer came clear. "Nothing," he said. "I just want you safe, and I want you to stop thinking you have to suffer to prove you're strong." Lily's throat tightened. Then Marcus added, almost like an afterthought, but it landed like a cliffhanger, "I'm coming to meet you, not to pressure you, just to talk, face to face." Lily's heart jumped. "Marcus." "I'll keep my distance if you want," he said. "But Lily, James is moving, and I don't want you handling this alone." The call ended. Lily lowered the phone slowly, staring into nothing. Tasha grabbed her hand. "We need a plan." Lily's voice came barely above a whisper. "He's coming." And something told her, once Marcus King stepped back into her life, nothing would stay simple again. Tasha didn't drive to their mum's house. She didn't drive to Lily's apartment either. Instead, she took the long way, cutting through side streets, hopping off the main roads, checking mirrors like somebody was following them. Lily sat stiff in the passenger seat, fingers twisting together, heart pounding every time a car got too close. "This is crazy," Lily muttered. Tasha shot her a look. "No, what's crazy is James sending men to Mama's house. What's crazy is you thinking you can pride your way through danger." Lily didn't answer, because deep down, she knew. Tasha pulled into a quiet strip near a small community center that also had a cafe inside, one of those low-key places where people came to study, work, or meet for church committee planning. The kind of place that felt safe because it was full of aunties and teenagers, and old men playing chess. "If anybody tries to act up here," Tasha said, "they'll get humbled by somebody's grandma." Lily managed a small, shaky smile. They went inside. The cafe smelled like cinnamon rolls and fresh brewed coffee. Sunlight poured through wide windows, making the whole room feel open and bright, no shadows to hide in. Tasha chose a table near the back wall where they could see the entrance. Lily sat down, but her body stayed tense. "What if Marcus comes with bodyguards?" Lily whispered. Tasha raised an eyebrow. "If he does, good. I want them to look scary." Lily gave her a look. "Tasha." "I'm serious," Tasha said. "James is not playing fair, so we not playing soft." Lily looked down at her hands. Her nails were chipped. Her ring finger was bare. Her whole life felt like it had been ripped apart and taped back together wrong. Minutes passed, then the door opened. The room didn't stop. People kept talking. Cups clinked. A baby laughed somewhere. But Lily's attention snapped to the entrance like a magnet. Marcus walked in alone. No entourage, no suits, no flashy watch shining in the sunlight. Just him, dark jeans, a plain black jacket, clean sneakers, cap in his hand. He scanned the room once, then his eyes landed on Lily. He didn't smile big. He didn't rush. He simply walked toward her with the same calm he'd carried in the taxi. Tasha sat up straighter, protective energy filling her whole body. Marcus stopped a respectful distance from the table and nodded. "Tasha," he greeted, like he already knew her name. Tasha's eyes narrowed. "Marcus." Then she nodded toward the chair across from Lily. "Sit." Marcus didn't sit immediately. He looked at Lily first. "Is this okay?" he asked her. Lily swallowed. The fact that he asked, like her comfort mattered, made her chest tighten. She nodded once. "Yeah." Marcus sat down slowly. Silence stretched between them. Lily could feel her heartbeat in her throat. Marcus's gaze softened. You look like you haven't rested. Lily scoffed, but it came out weak. Hard to rest when your ex-fiancé is sending people to your mum's house. Marcus's face hardened a fraction, controlled anger. I'm handling that. Tasha leaned forward. What does handling mean? Marcus didn't flinch. It means the next time someone shows up at your mother's home, they will be met by police. I've already filed a report and provided footage of the men he sent. Lily blinked. You already did that? Marcus nodded. Yes. Tasha folded her arms. How you get footage? Marcus's voice stayed even. From the church lot, and from a camera near the street where they parked later. Lily's stomach twisted. Marcus, you're moving fast. He held her eyes. Because James is moving fast. Lily's voice came sharp, defensive. And what if I don't want you doing all this? Marcus leaned back slightly, hands open. Then I'll stop. Right now. That stunned her. He didn't argue. He didn't guilt her. He didn't say after everything I've done. He just offered her control. Lily looked down, swallowing hard. Tasha's voice softened, despite herself. Lily, he's helping. Lily whispered. I know, that's the problem. Marcus tilted his head slightly. Why is help a problem? Lily's eyes lifted. Because help always comes with a price. Marcus's gaze didn't waver. I'm not James, he said quietly. Lily laughed bitterly. Everybody says that. Marcus nodded slowly, like he accepted her distrust as valid. Then don't believe my words, he said. Believe my actions. Lily stared at him. Marcus reached into his jacket pocket and slid a folded paper across the table. Lily hesitated, then opened it. It was a legal notice, formal, clean. Something about a cease and desist. Something about harassment and defamation. Her breath caught. Tasha leaned in, eyes widening. Oh, you serious? Lily's eyes lifted. Because help always comes with a price. Marcus's gaze didn't waver. I'm not James, he said quietly. Lily laughed bitterly. Everybody says that. Marcus nodded slowly, like he accepted her distrust as valid. Then don't believe my words, he said. Believe my actions. Lily stared at him. Marcus reached into his jacket pocket and slid a folded paper across the table. Lily hesitated, then opened it. It was a legal notice, formal, clean. Something about a cease and desist. Something about harassment and defamation. Her breath caught. Tasha leaned in, eyes widening. Oh, you serious? Marcus's voice was calm but firm. If James keeps spreading lies or sending people around your family, he will be forced to stop. Legally. Lily's hands trembled over the paper. She looked up at Marcus, and what she saw in his eyes wasn't pride. It wasn't arrogance. It was something quieter, protectiveness, care, and something else she wasn't ready to name. Then Marcus said the sentence that turned the air heavy. There's one more thing you need to know, Lily. Lily's heart skipped. What? Marcus held her gaze. I didn't just see James's men at your mother's house, he said. I saw James himself. Lily froze. Tasha's face tightened. Where? Marcus's voice dropped lower. Near your job. Lily's chest went cold, because if James was near her job, then this wasn't just about pulling her back. This was about ruining her. And the worst part, Lily could feel it. The storm was coming, and Marcus King had just stepped right into it with her. Lily didn't hear the rest of the cafe anymore. The laughter in the corner, the espresso machine steaming, the low music playing over the speakers. All she heard was Marcus's words. I saw James himself. Near your job. Her skin went cold. My job? Lily repeated, voice thin. Marcus nodded once. Yesterday afternoon, he was parked across the street for almost an hour. Tasha's eyes flashed. That man is sick. Lily stared at the paper in her hands like it might save her. A cease and desist. Legal language. Protection. But her mind wasn't reading it. Her mind was picturing her office, her boss, her co-workers, the clients she fought so hard to impress. She'd worked years to be taken seriously, and James knew that. "He's trying to destroy me," Lily whispered, more to herself than anyone. Marcus's voice stayed calm. "He's trying to control you. If he can't bring you back, he'll punish you for leaving." Tasha leaned forward. "What's the plan?" Marcus glanced between them. "Lily needs to get ahead of the story, before he plants it." Lily swallowed hard. "What does that even mean?" "It means you go to your office today," Marcus said, firm but not forcing. "You speak to your manager first. You tell the truth, in your own words." Lily's stomach flipped. "I can't walk in there like this. I'm already the runaway bride." Tasha's voice cut in, sharp but loving. "Girl, you'll be the runaway bride either way. The only question is, are you the runaway bride people laugh at, or the runaway bride people respect?" Lily's eyes filled again. Marcus's gaze softened. "You don't have to explain everything. You just have to be clear. You're safe, you're not unstable, and you're handling a personal matter." Lily looked at him. "And James?" Marcus's jaw tightened. "I'll handle him if he shows up." Tasha let out a humorless laugh. "You keep saying that like it's easy." Marcus's eyes didn't move. "It's not easy. It's necessary." The certainty in his voice made Lily's heart squeeze. It scared her, because she didn't want to rely on any man again, but it also comforted her, because for the first time, someone was standing next to her without making her feel small. Lily exhaled slowly. "Okay." Tasha blinked. "Okay?" Lily nodded once, forcing steel into her spine. "I'm going to my office." Marcus stood. "Then we go now." An hour later, Lily sat in the passenger seat of Tasha's car, her palms damp. Marcus followed behind them in a black sedan that looked too quiet to be ordinary. He'd said it was a friend's car. Lily didn't ask questions. She couldn't handle more surprises today. As they pulled into the parking lot of her building, Lily's chest tightened. The office tower rose clean and tall against the bright sky, glass windows reflecting sunlight like nothing bad had ever happened there. But Lily knew better. Tasha parked and grabbed Lily's hand. "Head up," she whispered. "You hear me? Head up." Lily nodded, swallowing hard. They walked into the lobby, and the moment Lily stepped inside, she felt eyes on her. Not everyone recognized her, but enough did. Someone whispered, someone else stared too long. Lily's skin prickled, but she kept walking. Elevator, floor 12, marketing department. The doors opened and Lily's breath caught. There he was, James Carter, standing near the receptionist desk like he belonged there. He wore a tailored navy suit and a fake concerned expression, the kind men wore when they wanted to look like the victim. Lily's whole body tensed. Tasha's hand tightened on her arm. "Oh, he bowled." James turned, and his face lit up like he'd just found his missing bride. "Lily," he said loudly, so people could hear. "Thank God. I've been worried sick. You disappeared. Your family has been terrified." Lily's mouth went dry. That's what Marcus meant. He was planting the story, right here in front of her co-workers. James stepped closer, lowering his voice like it was intimate. "Come with me. Let's talk privately. You don't need to embarrass yourself more." Embarrass yourself more. The old Lily would have shrunk. The old Lily would have followed him just to stop the scene. But Lily felt something different today. Anger. Truth. And behind her, she sensed Marcus's presence even before she saw him. Quiet, steady, walking into the lobby like he wasn't afraid of anything. Lily took one breath. Then she spoke, loud enough for the office to hear. I didn't disappear, she said. I left, on purpose, and you know why. James's smile twitched. Lily stepped closer, voice steady now. And if you came here to lie about me, she continued, you picked the wrong day. The room went silent. James's eyes narrowed, his voice turning sharp under the fake sweetness. You're acting unstable, he hissed. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Lily's heart pounded, but she didn't back down, because the storm wasn't coming anymore. It was here, and Marcus King had just stepped into the office behind her, calm, powerful, and ready. James turned slightly, noticing him for the first time. His eyes widened, because James recognized that face from billboards too, and the look on James's face said everything. He thought Lily was alone. He thought wrong. The office stayed frozen in silence. James stood at the receptionist desk like he owned the air in the room, until he saw Marcus. His fake, concerned fiancé face cracked for half a second, just enough for Lily to catch it. Because James didn't expect a witness. He didn't expect power. He didn't expect Marcus King. Marcus walked up beside Lily, not touching her, not claiming her, just standing close enough to say one thing without words. You're not alone. James forced a laugh. Oh, so this is what this is. His eyes flicked over Lily like she was a disappointment. You ran off with him. Lily's chest rose and she almost felt the old urge to explain, beg, justify, calm the room down. But she stopped, because that was the old Lily, the Lily who tried to make people comfortable while she was suffocating. Lily lifted her chin. I didn't run off with anyone, she said, steady. I ran away from you. The receptionist's eyes widened. Somebody behind the glass wall let out a quiet, James's smile tightened. Lily, stop making a scene. You're emotional. No, Lily cut in. I'm clear. She turned slightly, just enough so her co-workers could hear her fully. I left the wedding because James threatened me, Lily said, voice strong. He said if I didn't marry him, he would stop paying for my mother's care. And now he's here trying to make me look unstable, so I lose my job too. The room went dead quiet. James's face hardened. That's a lie. Marcus spoke for the first time, calm and controlled. It's not a lie, Marcus said, and he's been warned already. James snapped his head toward Marcus. This is none of your business. Marcus didn't blink. You made it my business when you sent men to her mother's house. That did it. A wave moved through the office, whispers turning into murmurs. People weren't just watching anymore. They were listening. James's eyes darted. He realized he'd lost control of the room. He leaned toward Lily, voice low, mean now. You think you're brave because you found a rich man to hide behind? Lily's hands trembled, but her voice didn't. I'm brave because I finally stopped pretending, she said. I don't belong to you. James scoffed. You're making a mistake. Lily stared him down. No, I made the mistake when I agreed to marry a man who sees love as leverage. Then Lily did something that stunned even Tasha. She turned to her manager's office door and knocked. Her manager, Ms. Whitaker, stepped out, confused, cautious. Lily spoke first, respectful but firm. Ms. Whitaker, I need a private moment. This man is harassing me at work. Ms. Whitaker's eyes sharpened. Sir, you need to leave. James's mouth opened, then closed, because Ms. Whitaker wasn't asking. Security was called. And while James tried to protest, the office had already seen the truth. He wasn't here for love. He was here for control. As the security guard approached, James leaned close one last time, voice venomous. You'll regret this, he hissed. Lily's heart thumped, but she didn't flinch. Maybe, she said softly, but I'd rather regret choosing myself than regret losing myself. Security escorted him out. As the glass doors closed behind James, the air in the office felt different, lighter, like a window had been opened. Lily's knees went weak. Tasha caught her elbow. "You did that," she whispered. "You really did that." Lily blinked fast, trying not to cry. "I couldn't keep letting him write my story." Ms. Whitaker approached, voice calm. "Lily, take the rest of the day off. We'll document this properly. If he comes back, we'll handle it." Lily nodded gratefully. When things finally settled, Lily walked out of the building with Tasha on one side and Marcus a respectful step behind. Outside, the sun was bright, the sky wide. Cars moved, people laughed, life continued. But Lily felt like she had stepped into a new life. Tasha squeezed her hand. "So, what happens now?" Lily looked down at her bare finger, then she looked ahead. "I heal," she said. She turned slightly toward Marcus. Marcus didn't rush. He didn't assume. He just waited, like a man who had learned that real love is patient. Lily's voice softened. "Thank you for showing up, but I need you to understand something." Marcus nodded once. "Say it." Lily breathed in. "I'm not looking for a savior. I'm building my own life." Marcus's eyes warmed. "Good." Lily blinked. "Good?" Marcus stepped back slightly, giving her space even in the moment. "I don't want a woman who needs me," he said quietly. "I want a woman who chooses me. Freely." Lily swallowed hard, because that was the difference. Not control, not leverage, choice. Tasha cleared her throat dramatically. "Okay, y'all gonna make me cry in public. I'm going to the car." She walked off, shaking her head with a smile. Lily and Marcus stood alone on the sidewalk for a moment, the city humming around them. Lily looked at him. "So what are we?" Marcus exhaled slowly, like he didn't want to scare her. "We're two people who met at the worst time," he said, "and somehow it turned into the right time." Lily smiled, small, real. Then she nodded once. "Take me to the river," she said. "Not to run." She paused. "To sit." Marcus's mouth lifted, barely, but warm. "Yes, Lily," he said. "We can sit." And as they walked toward the car, Lily realized the ending wasn't a wedding. The ending was freedom. The ending was truth. The ending was a runaway bride who finally stopped running and started choosing her own life, one steady step at a time. The moral of this story is simple. Love should never feel like a cage. If someone uses money, fear, guilt, or what will people say to keep you trapped, that isn't love. It's control. Real love respects your voice, your boundaries, and your future. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't staying. It's walking away before you lose yourself. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship, romantic or not, where someone tried to control you? Or maybe you've seen it happen to a friend, a cousin, someone in your neighborhood? What happened, and what did you learn from it? Drop your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. And listen, next video, we're switching the vibe. We're bringing you that real village atmosphere, community energy, village life lessons, and that deep folktale feeling you love. So get ready for something different and even more relatable. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Mr. Hope.